It all starts with Louisiana molasses, water, and a little yeast. This mixture is called a wash. Distiller Chris Sewell says the character of Old New Orleans rum takes root right here in the fermentation room.
The yeast is the workhorse of the distillery, giving us all our alcohol in our fermentations. So this is like one of the, let's say, the most important step of distilling is the fermentations.
Chris and fellow distiller Elvis Karnowski have been rocking and rolling with production at Celebration Distillation since January, when the company reopened its doors after Katrina. General Manager Ben Gersh says Old New Orleans rum is a celebration of the city itself.
A lot of our aged rum was actually kept above the flood level. A lot of it's kept on the second floor of our warehouse. And because we had that, I mean, that was the first step that allowed us to come back. Without that product, that's a big signature of ours. Our amber rum has actually just won the American Distiller's Best Aged Rum in America last March. And without having that, I don't think we'd be able to come back. And then the second reason we came back is we thought coming back wasn't just about us coming back, it was about the city coming back.
We then want to remove the alcohol out of the wash. We do that first using a pot still, which strips the alcohol out of the wash. It's a very simple process. As you heat up alcohol, the alcohol vapor comes out of solution, it goes up these tubes and cools back down into liquid, which then comes out of these tubes here. By the end of the process, we've taken what started as 9% alcohol and turned it into something that's 35% alcohol.
From there, the product goes through what's called a column still. After some proprietary voodoo, the distillate then makes its final push to your favorite bar. Gersh says the handcrafted nature of the rum and the local ingredients is why the product is becoming so popular.
You know, we use molasses, and most rum people would die to use molasses, but because of the cost involved, they don't. We're fortunate enough to be, 85 miles away from our sugar plant, our molasses producers here. You could taste our sugars in our molasses tank all the way to our distillate of 150 proof.
Over the 14-year history of Celebration Distillation, the labels have gone through many permutations. In fact, over 8, from one of the earlier matte models to their newest brand of rum, the Cajun Spice Rum.
These flavors in our rum are natural rum flavors. These are things that we add at the end. And that's what the biggest, the proudest thing we are about our rum, is that the flavor is through the process, not added in by some magical potion that can take a generic spirit or and give it a rum flavoring. These are rums.
Each bottle of Old New Orleans rum is literally a work of art. The artwork of the company's president, James Michalopoulos, is featured behind the label of every bottle. In New Orleans, I'm A.J. Sabine for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
The amber and the spice rum also have it, but you don't get to see it until you drink your